It's week 8 of the 2023 season. All eyes are on Jamar Chase. He has...
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Gregory Rousseau has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this...
Under pressure, they got him again.
Gregory Rousseau. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. But someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took that shot. It's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So the Steelers now in great shape to begin their initial possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Rashad Bateman.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you. when you go away for a few days and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They're going to look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
2nd and 3. He's got Fuller. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Up the middle, here's Taylor. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 66 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run here with Taylor. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. This is caught. Touchdown. Tim Patrick
from 3 yards out.
And the Steelers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They'll set up a throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. 21 yards there on third down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
First carry of the game for Hassan Haskins.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They'll look to throw here. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll look to throw again.
Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
Bulldozes past him.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down.
Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
2nd and 1. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 2nd and 2.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
He'll drop to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Jordan Akins, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. And out now, here come the Bengals. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Knight, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
finding Knox there, complete. That's a room to maneuver. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds Bateman over the middle. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll set up to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now a play fake here on first down. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Rashad Bateman with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they just look completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them. So I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And his throw is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete as well. Now here's Michael Dixon as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Now a hit and a loose football inside the 20. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Second and 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Working with a 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Again, he'll drop the throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he will have a Steelers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This from 42 yards out. Sanders' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. This time they stay on the ground, and they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On play action, they'll throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
2nd and 14. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does. And I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
This drive starts with a Haskins carry, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pass incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Haskins now on 1st and 10. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. He'll drop to throw. And that
is incomplete. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and they will remain well behind.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The former Minnesota Golden Gopher Rashad Bateman leading this offense back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 3rd and short to get to the tight end. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the draw is Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. It's complete to Fuller. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw. Steps away. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st
first down. He'll drop to throw.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Haskins trying to pick it up. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's a run from Haskins. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 24. On 3rd down, here's Haskins.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
They run it again with Haskins.
They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, good job defensively to recover.
A give to Haskins up the middle.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Running for it, Haskins.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now back to throw.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Hassan Haskins
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Bengals are finally on the board in the 4th quarter.
Tucker with the extra point. And he's down to 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Steelers on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
77 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got the first down. The carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Results in the 4th down. We can do this, offense!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 now. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 96 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of plays we're looking for. In the 4th quarter, this is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone. Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there.
Previous play is under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So Mike Tomlin correcting his assessment to throw the flag there. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He will find his man Chase complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Back to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Back to throw again. Left side, he finds Pierce. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Straight ahead, here's Haskins. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points slightly not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 125 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. In a division game, it's usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know it.